Hello. Long time no see. As you may have noticed, I've been on hiatus. No new hairstyle today. I have learned a French rope though, so the next hairstyle I do will be the French rope, although I warn you in advance, it is an arm killer. Really bad. Even for me, I'm like super tough. So, anyway, I've been gone because I've had just, real life, lots of stuff happened, and I frankly just didn't really feel like it. Sorry. But I will be back. The videos won't be quite as plentiful or frequent because I don't know that many more hairstyles, and I'm quite happy with the ones I know. But, you never know. Something might strike my fancy and ta-da, new vid. Until then, I figured today's vid I will tackle some of the frequently asked questions because I haven't really been responding to anybody in my email. I read them, but I've been lazy. I'm lazy. So, I just gathered some of the questions that I get asked repeatedly, and I figured I'd take a stab at answering them today, and that way maybe they'll see the video and stop asking. Alrighty, let's see the first one. What kind of a brush is that? Now, a lot of girls will tell you never to brush your hair. And that's fine. So stick with your wide tooth comb, like so. And, you'll be gravy. I like a brush. I can't help it. So, the brush I use is a Goody brand Ouchless paddle brush. As you see, it's a big one. And it does this number, so it doesn't yank and pull at my hair, which is nice. And the little nubbins don't come off. The ends, I used to have a really expensive Paul Mitchell brush that I paid, I don't want to tell you how much I paid for it. All the nubbins came off the ends, like within a year. This one I've had for 3 or 4 years now, and it's gravy. So, you can get it at Walmart. You know me, I love Wally World. Alright, so there you go. That's the kind of brush I use. If you don't want to use a brush, then don't. But if you want to, I like that one. Alright, let's see. Where do you get hair sticks? You can get hair sticks pretty much anywhere. You can get your garden variety chopstick. That's what this is a chopstick. Just be sure and sand it so it's nice and smooth and it doesn't get those little bumpies that rips your hair out. But your standard wooden chopsticks work great. I get a lot of mine from Claire's. They have these plastic ones. This is only one because there's no set of these anymore because I broke one. It's the only thing with the plastic ones. They're very long, which helps in certain buns, like the Nautilus or the Hypno bun. But they break because, well, my hair eats them. It loves plastic. It's very crunchy. So, the plastic ones aren't too bad, but if you have very thick hair, they may not be very successful. Claire's also sells wooden ones, like these. Pretty. They're wood. The end things are a little heavy though, so I don't wear them all that often because they tend to yank a little bit. My favorite that they sell are the metal ones. There's always doodahs on the end, but they're metal. Of course, as you can see, I bent this one a little bit, but it's still okay because it's metal. And then I have my really expensive ones that I got from a friend of mine from Long Locks. They're made of bone, so they won't break either, but they're a little short and stubby. I wanted the longer ones, but none of the longer ones were sparkly. So I went for sparkle instead. I use these ones a lot for half-ups or just your standard Cinnabon. They work really well. They're extremely expensive. I would never have bought them for myself because that's just entirely too much money to spend on a hair toy. But since they were bought for me, I love them and wear them. I have 3 sets of those. My favorite 2 sets are these really, really old ones that my grandmother found in a box of junk from an auction. They're made of celluloid, I think is what it's called, so they're real bendy and they won't break. They're a little short and stubby, but they're nice. They've lasted a long time. I mean, they're like 60 years old, so there you go. And then this one that I got from Big Lots, see how it's wavy? This sucker will hold anything, and it's metal. I have had to re-epoxy the ends a couple times. It's just eventually worn off, and they used to be silver instead of this tarnished whatever it is. But They were awesome, and of course I've never found any more, because that's what happens. Alright, so that's where you get hair sticks. And of course you can always make your own. I'm going to try making my own this winter, because my little brother is the great white hunter, and feeds his family solely on venison. They eat no beef. So, since he kills all of his food, I asked him to save me some bones so that we can recycle them. You know, might as well get some use out of everything. So we'll see how those turn out. I don't know. Let's see. Next question. Will heat styling hurt my hair? Yes. Any heat styling will damage your hair in some way. Does that keep me from heat styling? Not necessarily. As you know, I do occasionally blow dry. I do occasionally flat iron. Not that often. A few times a year, just because it takes so dang long, you know. If it took less time, I would probably do it more often. Even if it's damaging. Because your hair just looks so pretty when it's done. But I do try to avoid that. I can get it pretty straight with just a blow dryer. And I do that about twice a month, because I only end up washing my hair about 4 times a month. 4 to 5 times, depending on how long the month is. So about every other time I blow dry. I try to do it less this summer and just do braids, since I was wearing it up anyway. So it didn't matter. It was too hot to wear down. So I just wore it up, so it doesn't matter if you blow dry it, if you're just going to wear it up. So, yes, but any heat styling will hurt your hair. Don't worry about your bangs, though, because if you have bangs, you keep them short, you can do whatever you want to them. You're going to cut away any damage, so that's what I have to say. Alrighty, next question. How long have you been growing your hair? About 11 years ago, it was this long. So, 11 years. That's how long I've been growing my hair. It grew very fast in the beginning, and then once it hit waist length, it started growing really slow. But that might be why, because I started getting more frequent trims, because once it hits that length, the ends start looking nasty. They just do. Wear and tear. I mean, you know, the ends of my hair are over 10 years old. That's rough on it.